Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly. How you guys doing? Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Friday, people. It really doesn't feel real that we're in a new year already, huh? Like, to be honest, I remember when New Year's used to be like a bigger deal to me. Like, do you guys remember like 2012? I was 12 years old at a time. 12 years old at a time, of course. But you guys remember 2012? That it was supposed to be the year in which everybody was gonna die and the rapture would happen, and I don't know what the fuck ever. Like a meteor was gonna hit us or something. And I remember vividly that night in like because they said it was gonna be New Year's. That night in New Year's, I remember staying up waiting, looking at the sky, waiting for just like God to take me. The sky rips open, a hand comes and grabs me and just takes me away from this realm. That's what I was waiting for. And nowadays, after that whole ordeal, I feel like New Year's are not special anymore. What is New Year's without the threat of impending doom, huh? Impending doom happening. Hey Turbo, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. Hi Liv, how's it going? I watched your last stream, looking forward to your future content. Thank you. Honestly, I'm very scared for that. And like Jerry was talking to me about it more after I finished the stream, that, you know, it is true that I may be deciding to niche down a little bit too early in my like video content career. But you know, I've always been a firm believer that don't knock it till you try it type of thing, you know? And even though there's still some ideas I want to do, I think this is for the best. Just me making content I still enjoy, which, by the way, that's still going to be my utmost priority. Making content I enjoy and I like to watch. But, you know, it's with just a little bit of a spin. Legit, I thought it was going to end on 2008. Girl, there was like a couple... I remember from like 2005 to as close as like 2015, they were always headlines that a meteor was gonna hit us at some point in time. Like at some point in time, it lost its novelty, you know? You're like out here waiting for it, just being like, any day now. Hey, you know, perhaps one of these days it's gonna hit us, so I don't have to confess to Charlie. I don't have to admit that I have feelings to for Charlie, you know? Chad, do you know how I know that I am about to enter my mid-20s? Technically, I've already entered them because I am 25. But, you know, I feel like it is not official. It's not official when you enter mid-20s until you're like 26, you know? And then 27, it's late 30s. So like really mid-20s is only like 1 year, which is 26. You guys know how I'm entering like my geriatric era when it comes to the VTubing world and the gay world? Is my tie. I sat down like earlier just to like set up the stream and whatever. And when I sat down, I felt the burn in my thighs. That's how you know I'm getting old. I'm getting exercise from just sitting up and sitting down. It hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker. Also, that could also just be a sign that I am very unfit, which, you know, hopefully we'll be fixing that this year. I got an art raffle from one of my favorite characters from Ichi the Witch. Oh hell yeah! I'm glad you want something. Feel free to share. Feel free to share it in like media share. Because I'm interested to see what you want. Winning raffles in general is such a dopamine hit. Like, I think that's the reason why I'm addicted to gacha games. And I don't spend money on gacha games, by the way. Gacha games are the type of game that I'm just like, you know, I obsess over, but not enough for me to spend my life saving on it. Also, mostly just because I'm poor, honestly. Let's be honest here. If I had a stable job and basically really good income, I would probably be in severe debt. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing that my lifestyle does not accommodate gambling. But it's such a like dopamine hit when you win something. But I'm gonna be honest, Chad, and I don't know if this is just me, right? And at the risk of sounding ungrateful, isn't the experience of like knowing whether or not you're gonna win better than actually winning? Like, sure, winning something does hit you in the feels and you're like, oh my god, I won! I am special! But for some reason, I feel like, wow, is my model okay? Am I okay? Am I fine? There you go, thank you. But for some reason, whenever I almost feel like the excitement and the anticipation, the anxiety of whether or not you're gonna win is almost better than actually winning. Because once you win, it's just like it's over. You know, it's over. There is no experience for you to be delusional about. But when you're actually anxious, like waiting to see if your name is gonna be called or not, you're like, oh, that feels so good. I don't know. It also depends, right? Because it also depends as for whether or not you're actually in the running for things. If you're not actually in the running of like, it's not really gonna matter, then unfortunately that doesn't matter. But still. Why am I lagging so much? Chad, am I lagging to you? Or is it just me? Hello? Am I lagging? I posted it. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's pretty. I like their art style. It's very clean. It's very clean. I love that. You might be a little... God damn it. Okay, let me just... Let me just check something real quick. Okay, it should be fine now, I think. It should be fine now. Is it better? Is it better, Chad? But yeah, what else did I wanted to talk about? I wanted to talk about something in particular and I forgot. But I actually did, Chad, I actually did something unprecedented. You guys want to know what I did? I did something unprecedented, which is I remembered to take notes of what I wanted to talk about. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it a good thing when your brain works properly? Isn't it lovely whenever you actually remember things? I love that. I love that feeling. So, by the way, speaking of sad things, speaking of you know, things that are probably not good for one's health. So, I recently started watching a BL anime, which it doesn't really matter that it's a BL, but I like to highlight it anyway, just because I like BL. But anyway, I just started watching an anime called The Other World's Books Depend on the Bean Counter, which at first, when you read the title, I really thought it was just gonna be like genuinely somebody who counts beans for some reason as a job. I don't know why, but then I realized that's a reference to an abacus. Because part of the plot is that, you know, he's good at math. The main protagonist is good at math. So that's where the bean counterparts come from. But anyway, that's not relevant. And, you know, it recently got an adaptation to anime. It's a yaoi that's been going on for a while in manga form. And I watched episode 1. And I did what I do best, which is obsessively read the so hold on, let me just retry that because my brain kinda scrambled. After watching episode 1, I did what I do best, which is be impatient and obsessively read the manga from volume 1 to I think right now it's volume 6, and it's like 10 chapters per volume or so. And I went from watching this anime at like 12 you know, until like 4 a.m. up reading the manga. And it's just like, the funniest part about that though is that after I finished reading the manga, I felt really satisfied about it. And I was sitting and I was like laying down in my bed, looking up at the ceiling and just wondering, is this not what life is about? Is this not what life is? Life is good. It's just kind of sad, doesn't it? Because I don't know. I feel like I should be doing something important, and just I am here at 4 a.m. in the morning, not sleeping, not taking care of myself, and just, you know, watching two men kiss. I'm gonna have to watch it on YouTube. You say that as if it's a bad thing. I prefer it if you watch me on YouTube, but it's okay if you watch on Twitch. It just looks like they're siblings. Where do you got that? Just because two people have black hair doesn't mean that they're siblings. Hello? They don't even look alike, dude. I don't know. Or maybe I just don't remember it. It's just, you know, I can tell that it's one of those animes that barely got past quality control. Like, barely made it to actually be an anime. It's just like, it got popular enough to deserve one, but not popular enough for the animation to be good enough. You know what I mean? There's just like animes like that sometime, or just series in general. Like adaptations from manga, comics books, and in general, just like reading media into a movie or a series. They tend to... They tend to not really be that high budget sometimes, just because it's really the company doesn't have faith that it's gonna do good, so they don't really try. They have the exact same eye color and hair color. Okay, listen, I understand your point. However, the one, I think his name was like Arash, you know. The anime changes the eye color. Really? I never seen like a colorized version of the manga. What's supposed to be the eye color? Because I know that Arash, his hair is supposed to read a little bit more purple rather than a normal human color. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I really like it. I like the fact that the first episode didn't focus too much about the romance. Because you know why, Chad? As much as I like my raunchy kissing on the first date, as much as I like in the first chapter of a series to watch them basically you know, exchange fluids, be it by mouth or via other means, as much as I enjoy watching two men fuck, I don't know, there's something about it, about the fact that they established and did world building first that felt really refreshing, you know? It feels like now that we have like the stakes of the world, it feels a lot more what's to say? Like a lot more natural that the love is gonna develop, you know? Although they do fuck in chapter 2, so like I'm praising them. Well, actually it's not chapter 2, because I think the first episode is like until chapter like 3, and then chapter 4 is actually when they fuck. But still, pretty much, that is actually rather conservative for a manga. They both have purple eyes in the manga cover. The anime, it's blue-purple to separate it, and gave the protagonist with yellowy tint of his hair. I mean, that's better though, because that separates them better, I think. I don't know. I don't mind the colors too much. And also, I come from a background of reading yaoi. That is, yaoi, sorry. I come from a manga of reading yaoi. Yeah, oh my god, I cannot say it. Yaoi, whatever. BL. I'm gonna keep saying BL. I come from a background of reading BL, in which they were basically siblings. In anything but name, they were basically siblings, because you know that was the media that was out there at the time. Or I come from a time in which they were really problematic BLs out there, and I used to watch them, so it doesn't really faze me if they look alike. You know what it is, though? It is kind of true to real life. Like, that is the true gay experience. Because if you see the amount of gay people, particularly twins, gay twins will basically date their twin. You guys have no idea. It is a prolific thing, a prolific phenomenon that a lot of gay guys will actually date somebody that looks basically like them. And it's so funny. So, you know what? If anything, that's just accurate to real life. It's just accurate to real life. It's accurate. We're doing realism up in here. We're doing realism in the isekai anime about an overworked person, you know? Then that's a timing to come into the stream. I mean, isn't it always a good time though, Jonathan, my dear friend? How you doing, by the way? It's been a while since you've been here, but I hope you're having a good time. But isn't it always a good time to come on to stream, hang out, and talk about men? I think it's always a good time. Anyway, let me see if everything is set up properly. Of course it's not. Love that. Love that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so chat, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be doing part 2 of talking about the fashion and character design of the Marvel Rivals strategists. Last time we left off, we talked about Jeff, and I think that's where we left it off. We talked about Mr. Jeff. My name is Jeff. And honestly, Jeff didn't really have Jeff didn't really have that many skins. Like, no, he does have a lot of skins, but his thing is not really character design as much as his character design is just to be cute, right? So it didn't really matter that much. I didn't have a lot to say about him because, you know, he's just cute. So I ranked it based on when he was cute. And so we did Adam, Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if we did no, we did Gambit. We did Gambit. We did Imbis. We did Luna, and we did Jeff. So we're missing Loki, Mantis, Rocket Raccoon, and Ultron. And I guess Deadpool. But yeah, as said before, Chad, while I am talking about the character, I will not be doing that much interaction with you. I'll try to keep my explanations concise and what I think and my thoughts concise, just so that I can get my thoughts out loud, and then you guys can share me your opinion, give me any context that you think I need, and you know, any of that good stuff that when you guys want to tell me how much I misinterpret something. And I just realized I don't have my Chad, I just noticed something. Speaking of character design, I am missing a very important part of my character design. Where did my glasses go? Wait, where are my glasses? Did I misplace them again? Shit. Fuck. They were in my head and now they're gone. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that happens where I lose my glasses and it turns out that they're actually on my head. So, anyway, I guess we're moving on. I am blind. I cannot see what are my glasses. And so, I guess that means that if I have a bad opinion, you cannot fault me because I'm blind. I cannot breathe without my glasses, okay? Yeah, but maybe not when you talk about incest yaoi. I wasn't talking about incest yaoi. We were talking about the fact that gay people date gay men date men who look like them. And so it is not that far-fetched that a BL isekai manga is being realistic and portrays a gay man dating a gay man that looks just like him. You know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Anyway, Chad. So before we move on to the to Loki, to talking about Loki, I want to say something about Adam Warlock, because Mr. Adam, he just got his first legendary skin. Mr. Adam just got his first legendary skin. And I would like to extend a formal apology from NetEase, even though I'm not part of NetEase, even though I'm not the spokesperson. I would like to extend a formal apology to Adam Warlock mains. I would like to express my deepest condolences to the 2 Adam Warlock mains that actually know how to play him. Because holy shit, this is bad. This is so bad. Listen, it wouldn't be bad for a normal skin, like if it was like an epic skin, right? But this is supposed to be a legendary. It doesn't even have custom and like custom VFX or anything. It has nothing. Like not a single lick of thought was spared for the poor Adam Warlock. And they also did him dirty, in my opinion, in the character design part, just for the thought alone that this is supposed to be the same skin line as the Hela skin, which I don't remember the name of that skin in particular. What's the name of that skin? Hold on. Hello. This one. Empress of the Cosmos. Empress of the Cosmos is supposed to share the same skin line as the Adam Warlock one, the newest Adam Warlock skin. And I have to say, that's not the same thing. It is not the same. It's not the same. This is not the same. I'm sorry. Like, this is not the same. This is not the same quality. Because here's the thing. What you establish with the aesthetic part of the cosmic skins, of Cosmic Empress Hela, what you establish is that it was gonna be like a little bit Iron Maiden-y. Like it was going to read a little creepy, right? It was supposed to read creepy. It was supposed to read like not really Eldritch horror, because that's not the depiction of it, but like space cosmic horror, right? Just a little, with a very real size of fan service, because you know this is Marvel Rivals we're talking about. So why cover up his full face then? Exactly. Why is his mask a maze? You're so right, Liv. Why is his mask a fucking maze? Why can I not see his perfect lips? You know? Why can I not see anything? Why did they turn him into a World of Warcraft NPC? I just don't understand. Like, if anyone was going to get a fan service skin that would show more body, should be Adam. It should be Adam. He is the perfect human. You know? He's supposed to have a perfect face. He's supposed to be the most average common denominator between the gays and the woman want. And yet, there's nothing. It's nothing. And also, on a personal preference, this is just very personal preference. I don't like gold as a majority of a character design, you know? As a majority of a color palette, I am not a fan of gold because it looks tacky, you know? It looks tacky. Part of the reason why diamonds are so expensive is because they are seen as rare, even though they're like the most common thing on the planet, right? And gold is actually really rare. And so when you see it in like really big quantities like this, like gold boots, gold armor, gold headpiece, like gold everything, it stops looking expensive and it starts looking cheap. Because you know that is the trap of luxury. If you deck yourself out too much, you start looking like you're compensating a little. So yeah, no, I don't like this skin. I am not a fan of it. Unfortunate. I am very sorry. And I'm wearing like a mains. You deserve better. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you actually like this skin? And if you do, why? And if you do, why? How do we feel about it? Do we think that he should just be naked? Do we think he should be the same amount of naked as the Hela skin? Because you know what I would have loved, actually? I would have loved that he would have gotten, like, the same treatment as this. Like, Adam Warlock just, you know, showing a little bit more. I hate the fact that he replaces this thing every single time. Is it just me? I don't know. It might just be me. But the Hela skin just had a lot more stuff exposed to show his, like, skin. To show his cosmic skin. So I just feel weird that he doesn't. Like, we don't even get pit, Chad. We don't even get pit. We get inner tie, apparently. Like, do we get ass? No, we don't get ass. Unfortunate. We don't get Adam Warlock ass. Anyway, that is my thoughts on that skin, though. Not really a fan. Not really a fan. It's an original skin, right? It's not part of any comics, is it? At least it says right there that it was an original by Marvel Rivals, which I am actually kind of surprised that they're doing more originals now as of late. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing because I feel like when they do originals is when they're at their best. But I really thought when this game first came out, we were gonna get a lot more skins based on the comics. But then again, though, I will say that comic superheroes don't tend to look very different between comic books, and even if they get another appearance, it's basically just a recolor. I'm looking at you, Spider-Man. So, unfortunate. Yeah, let me drink some water real quick. But yeah, if you guys play Adam Warlock, or if you have seen Adam Warlock, comment down below. Tell me, what were you expecting for his first skin? Honestly, you know what I would want for a second legendary skin? I actually kind of want him to get a wedding one, but I need them to slot my guy out. I need them to slot him out. I don't know why this conservatism is on the Marvel Rivals, man. Particularly the ones who deserve to actually be hot, because like, we got some really hot skins. We got some appealing for the girls and the gays. But for some reason, the characters that would fit it the best is not the ones who are getting it. Like, where is my half-naked Gambit? Where is my slutty Adam Warlock? Those two, if anything, should be the ones who are getting exposed. And we don't get man titty. We don't get man titty. That is the unfortunate part of it. Anyway, so... Loki. First of all, Chad, let's get it out of the way. So, like, do we all agree that this is the best skin? Do we all agree that this is the best Lady Loki? And like, this is the best Loki skin. I was about to say it's the best Lady Loki skin, but that's not a thing because it's only one. But honestly, I kind of hope that they make more Lady Loki skins at this point. Like, they have the voice actress. They have the voice. They can as easily just keep making new skins for her. Because Loki... At the end of the day, Loki is supposed to be gender fluid, so... Serving. I know, right? She's serving. She's serving a lot. I don't know. We don't know what she's serving, but I will have everything. I will have every single thing in the platter. But, you know, before we can get to Lady Loki, we're gonna talk about actual Loki. Which, oh god, in comparison, he looks so plain. Oh god, that's bad. That's bad, actually. In comparison, he looks incredibly plain. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. Poor Loki. Okay, so, Mr. Loki, right? Mr. Loki, the god of mischief. That's supposed to be his thing. That is what he specializes on. He's supposed to be the god of mischief, the god of mischief, the god of trickery, the god of rage baiting. Lady Loki is this lame voice compared to normal Loki. You think so? I think normal Loki. I think Lady Loki sounds fine. I don't know how people are saying that it doesn't sound like magic because I can actually hear magic's voice in Lady Loki. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But anyway, so Loki. Loki being the god of mischief, there's a lot of imagery that you can use for Loki that would make sense. Either crows, snakes, what other animal represents mischief? I guess a mouse too. Mouse are a lot also connected to mischief, particularly rats, right? So first of all, can we all agree that Loki looks like a rat? There is something about there's a certain type of character design that I don't know what it is, but they just give you the vibe that this person were an animal, it would be a rat. You know what I mean? And so he's giving me rat vibes. We're thinking like Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy XIV. We're taking Junkrat from Overwatch. And I feel like Loki is this game's rat. He is the rat, and I love him for it. I will say that as far as costuming goes, it has a lot and it says nothing at the same time. There is a lot going on, and I can see their efforts. But I don't know, even with all the gold and all the fur trimming and everything, it just doesn't read expensive. You know, it just doesn't read like what Loki would probably wear. Because like Loki's egotistical. That is his main character trait. He has a huge ego. And so he decorates himself. It's the reason why he has a huge headpiece. It's the reason why he's wearing all of this gold. Why he has a cape that goes all the way to the floor, which, by the way, queen behavior, serving, we love that. It's the reason why he has the giant fur. Yet for some reason, this doesn't read as expensive to me. And you know what it is? Is the colors. I think the colors are a little grabby. Because they're a little understated. They're a little bit too muted. You know what I mean? Like, I can see what they're going for, which is they are trying to make the gold, like, you know, the biggest part of his character design. But I feel like they missed an opportunity to decorate him in a way that doesn't feel like a costume. You know? Of course, Marvel Rivals has a problem that a lot of the heroes have to solve, which is these characters have pre-established looks to them, and they kind of have to look like them, you know? They kind of have to work off of the source material. So Loki looks like this in the movies, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he looks like this in the comics, but I think in the movies he does look like this. But in my opinion, they really missed the opportunity to give him some like really vibrant greens, some jewelry dangling, like something dangling off his horns would have been good. But what I really do appreciate, though, the positive that I want to talk about is the snake skin. At least this is supposed to represent this is supposed to represent like the underbelly of a snake. You know what I mean? So it's really good fan service for the one part, because on the one part it's pointing down straight at the nether region, at the forbidden area, at the area that which everyone will want to have a piece off of. And there is a little piece of gold right there that is standing in for a little, as they call it, treasure trail. So I can really appreciate the fact that they did try to incorporate the fan service onto it. And just the scaling in general, like a snake, it's a really good piece of character design in my opinion. I wish I repeated more on his character. I guess it's a little bit on his legs, but we really don't see the snake imagery all that much over him. When Loki's a Hulk interaction, Lady Loki's annoyed instead of being scared. I mean, you know, it's the estrogen. It's the estrogen. You know what it is? It's the estrogen. Estrogen gave him confidence. It gave him confidence for him to not treat Hulk as something to be feared, but something to be annoyed about. You know what I mean? Estrogen will do you favors, darling. It will do you favors. It will turn you into a better person. Oh. I see. Loki, the evil one, Thor's eternal enemy. Ew, he looks kind of gross. He looks kind of unwashed in here. Oh Lord, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen. Ew. Ew. Brother, ew. This is gross. Oh god, this is gross. Okay, so apparently this is Loki's first design. Oh my god, that is awful looking. That oh god. Oh god. Oh Lord. What did they do to you, girl? What did Loki ever do to you to look like this? The sickly green, the sickly yellow, the face with too many lines, which is something that fucking that fucking comic books often suffer from. The ponytail, the little rat tail. Lord. Oh, this is brother, It doesn't look cute. But this on the other hand though, woof, 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 woof. This on the other hand though. Well, hello they them. Hello, gentle them. How you doing? How about? See, this is what I mean though. I feel like this looks a lot more expensive and a lot more regal to me, despite of the fact that it's like breaking apart. It looks like it once cost a fortune because they're being a lot more sparing with the gold, and they're placing more emphasis in this like emerald green color, which at some point in history, green was one of the hardest colors to, you know, get in textile form. So yeah, and once again, the snake skin. God, I want to sit on that face though. Anyway, moving on. Oh, and then we come back to this, and I'm kind of disappointed. God damn it! You know what? I know why they couldn't do it, because they did it on this skin, right? You know, they did it on this skin. But I kind of wish that they did the same thing that they did for Lady Loki and just let his hair hang out. Because, like, this helmet is a little bit ridiculous. Like, I need to talk to your hairstylist, man. Your hairstyle, your stylist in general, the person who coordinates your outfits, needs to be fire, bitch. Because that gorgeous head of hair, and we're covering it. The faces on this roster is like a furniture depot. Oh, you know what? You're scrolling to the hero gallery from Marvel Rivals, and you feel like you're at Home Depot, looking at the furniture, wanting to try out whether if it's actually sturdy enough for you to sit on. The face card, man. Damn, we're being horny tonight, huh? I mean, I guess it is okay for Loki to be the horny guy. And we also have moving on to his skins though. We have Slutty Loki. Slutty Loki. You know what? In here I feel like we can actually start to see the beginning of the era that Loki needs to have, which I am very appreciative of, which is the gender fluid era, the gender envy era. Because to me, this Loki reads a lot like this gets gender, you know? This gives gender. This is gender. Oh my god, his ears are floppy. Looks like Blaziken. Honestly, kind of. I listen. It's not a hold me out. It is not a hear me out, it's a hold me back. If I got a Blaziken that looks like that, we'll be having eggs. And not for breakfast. But yeah, Crane Deceiver. Oh Lord, look at that face. Honestly, there's not much to say about character design wise. Like I said, the sparing use of yellow, of gold makes him look more expensive. You know, I kind of wish we were a bit more bird-like on the face, a little bit, just from a purely character design perspective. Oh my god, you fucking slut! Oh my god, you fucking slut! His back is exposed. Look at this fucking slut. Look at what do you have the little waist for? For men to grab it? But yeah. He looks very expensive here. It's very befitting of Loki. I wish I had this skin, because I actually really like it. It's very befitting of him. I like it a lot. And then we have Douche Loki. Weirdly enough, when he's actually trying to look expensive, he looks the cheapest to me. Is it weird for me to say that? Is that... You know what? I think the conclusion is that Loki looks better without clothes. The conclusion that I'm reaching is that Loki looks better when he's naked. Is it not? Is it not, Chad? Oh my god, hi Kuronin. How you doing, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? What are you up to? Looks like a Dawn outfit. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a mafia outfit. Presidential attire. There's like no skin. I mean, listen, there is a thing to say about suits having a sensual connotation, which Loki absolutely should have, because Loki is the character both in the mythological and in the Marvel comics. Loki is the person who would turn into a horse just so that he can get pregnant. He would develop a womb to get pregnant just because he wants to, because you know what? Slay, girl boss. Slay. You get it. Go get that baby. Make that baby. You know what I mean? So Loki should be, if anyone, Loki should be the one who's like, slutty, like sensual. And suits do have a sensual theme to them. The sensual theme is maturity, is the sense of experience. We're talking about like 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. I think the guy's name is Grey. Mr. Grey. He wears a suit. But the fact that you're attracted to the suit because he looks experienced, he looks like he's gonna make you have a good time. This Loki doesn't look like he's about to make you have a good time. And you know what it is? It's because he looks a little bit too young. He looks a little bit prissy. You know what I mean? So the fantasy is really not being sold here with that, if that is the fantasy, which I don't think it is. Although it should be. For Loki, it should be. And I would say, though, I really do like the little snake pattern. You see the snake pattern, Chad? It's on his coat right here. I really like it. That's actually kind of ingenious, not gonna lie. It's probably the best part on this skin. It's probably the best part about it. I think the reason why I dislike it so much is because of the black. The black is just not playing nice with this green. It's a little bit too distracting. It's a little bit too off-color. Because it has this little, like, green sheen to it, which the shoes don't have. And neither does he has, like, a black tie to, like, tie it together, per se. So I think it might be a problem of, like, colors not coloring, The colors are not coloring. And also, he looks too young. In general, he just looks too young. I'm also thirsting for Loki in a dress shirt and overalls, I mean, we kind of hope so. I would love to see that, honestly. He has an absurd body. Like, I mean, look at this, please. Loki, that absurd body of yours. That absurd body of his is gonna make me act out. I get it. This looks awful. I don't think it's the fact that it is covered. I just feel like it's because it's so nondescript. Okay, Loki season 2, which is from the show Loki. Like, you know, they're supposed to be from the show. And I don't think I like it very much. It's just, it looks very nondescript. It looks very... I'm bored. Like, I'm bored. Like, I think... I don't really know the context of the Loki season, season 2 skin. Because I think that he's undercover on this. I'm not really sure. I never watched the series. The one stripe of gold. I mean, listen. I think the context of the series might justify him looking so drabby. Because if the context is Loki is hiding, Loki is no longer in the public eye, Loki has no reason for his face and body and personhood to be known, then yes, it makes a lot of sense. You know? But even then though, knowing Loki as far as I know him and as far as I can peg him, and as far as he gets pegged, he would have at least a couple, you know, gold rings, you know? He would have like at least one gold chain. Something. Just something to hint to the idea that he's still very Bane, you know? I don't know. Something about this just feels... It's just too drabby for Loki. Loki is supposed to keep the timeline together. He was part of the timeline police in season 1. I mean, this doesn't really explain why he looks like a peasant. The thing is that he isn't Bane at this point. Oh. I guess I can see it then. I guess. You know what? I can see that. I can see that. I can see that if he's not supposed to be Bane anymore. You gotta remember, he's a frost giant adopted by gods. In this point, he became a real god. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. You know? Literal se volvió el admin. I don't know, Kudanin. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, to be honest. Because if he's a god now, I feel like his ego should be boosted. I don't know. I don't have the context of the series, you know? I don't have the context of the series. I don't have the context of the show. So, unfortunately, I cannot give, like, an unbiased opinion about it. Because I just don't know the series. I don't have the context. But even then, though... He learned to leave his ego behind, like, he actually had character development. Here's the thing, though. Even if he doesn't have ego anymore, even if he's not Bane anymore... There is certain things to a character and to a person that are hard things to take away from them. Like, it's a hard thing to... It's a hard thing to let die. You know what I mean? Like, change is possible within people. Don't get me wrong. I always think that it is possible for characters to redeem themselves. But if that is the case, I kind of wish that he still had just like, you know, just at least something, just a little something. It doesn't have to be like a big overstatement. It doesn't have to be a centerpiece. Like just a gold necklace. That's it. Nothing else. Or just a little ring on his ring finger. Because it's just one of those things, you know, it's just one of those things that even if you're not Bane anymore, preferences and habits die hard, you know? They just die hard. And if this is supposed to be like a, you know, reformed version of Loki, a Loki that is no longer a menace to society, I feel like they should have just have a little bit of his character, just what that little part that is a little bit too hard to let go, you know. But that is just a criticism of the show, not really of the outfit. And at the end of the day, this outfit looks kind of boring to me. It's mad. The Loki show is just to milk him to despite the fact that he's dead in canon. I mean, nothing really is canon in the Marvel universe, is it? Nothing really is canon, is it? Because at the end of the day, the comics are a different canon from the movie, and Marvel Rivals in itself is a different canon from the movies and from the comics. In the comics, he also changed like this. Whenever you can look up God of Stories, version Loki is really good. God of Stories. God of Hello, sir. Hold on. Even then, though, even in this version of his character design, hold on, let me grab it. Yeah, I guess this is a bigger quality thing. Even in this version of his character design, when he's right here. Even in this version of the character design, when he's supposed to be like Ravi, which I'm pretty sure, and the other thing that that Turbo sent me is it's a similar canon to this. Even when he's a little Ravi and he's like clearly falling off from grace, there's still this aspect to him holding on that he, you know, he still likes to decorate himself, you know? Like, despite how torn it is, his gold crown is there. Like, look at this little, look at this bracelet that is shining, you know? You know? Like, there's still a little vein on him. Oh, hi, Cleo. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. I am so excited, by the way, about the doll. I am so excited. I can't wait to get it. If we were to adjust his outfit, I said that it works because he needs something comfy. I mean, it's not really about comfy, is it? I don't know. I cannot give it a bad score just because I don't know the context of this show. So, let's move on, shall we? I actually don't know how to feel about this one. I actually don't know how to feel about this one. It kind of feels a little bit of a mess. Just a tad. Because I feel like there's too many colors going on. I feel like there's too many colors. Something needs to happen. Something needs to jut down a little. I think I understand what the reference they're trying to make is. You know? But I just don't think yellow is Loki's color. I just don't think. Sorry, not yellow. Orange. Like this bright orange that they keep putting on his skin. I don't think that is his color. I mean, no, it looks good. It's not the orange. What's going on? I think it might genuinely just be the color distribution. It's the color distribution. Because you know what it is? Is the fact that the green and the white are kind of fighting for the same amount of space. You know? When you do character design and when you do like when you particularly work on colors, you kind of want one primary color and then a secondary color. And the rest of colors are just accents. Like the orange is an accent, the gold is an accent, the bright green is an accent. But the white and the green are fighting for the same amount of space on the design. And that's kind of creating a bit of a color imbalance. It's too much. There needs to be either less green or less white. And also, this beige layer that he has underneath, that needs to be a different color because that is mixing with his skin. That thing is mixing straight into his skin. Why does it look like he has Nike pants with one leg stripe down the leg, but when you turn it around, it disappears? Oh, that is the shaders. That is the shaders. That is not something about the design itself. That is the shaders. That is called what is it called again? A rim light. It's supposed to be a rim light. It's just something that all characters have. If you see it right here, it's also on his face, on his hair, and on his horn thing. It's a aesthetic decision that they decided to make for this game. Every character has it. Look. Every skin has it too. What's this say? Whispers of that mysterious figure roaming about the Kinsaki Mountains. Oh, I see what it is. He's supposed to read like a Tengu. Is he a Tengu? Is that what I'm supposed to be getting with the crow and everything? Is he a Tengu? Because if that's what it is, he needs wings. I am very confused about what the mythology that this is trying to represent. I am very confused about. I will admit that because this is Chinese folklore, it's kind of like really outside my wheelhouse. You know, it's really outside my wheelhouse. I don't know that much about Chinese folklore, so I'm very out of my depth on this one to decide whether or not it's a good representation of that. But just in the color department, it's kind of a little rough, to be honest. I will say, though, I do like these pants. Like, hate me or love me, I love these pants. These pants, I kind of want to take them off of him. Just, you know what? Give them to me. You don't deserve them. You don't make them look good. I'll make them look great. You know? Just imagine if instead of pants right here, it was just like skin, exposed skin. Just a little bit for the fan service of it. The white under the pants should be his skin. Yeah, I'm saying so. I just I don't know. I do like the reinterpretation of his horns being made out of wood, and the naturalistic feel of his staff. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an I don't know out of 10 because I cannot begin to tell you what it's supposed to be. Chinese trickster god Son Goku. Wait, is this supposed to be Goku? Is this supposed to be Wukong? Wait. Is this supposed to give Wukong? Son Wukong? Oh, mama, they failed. If this is supposed to be Son Wukong, they absolutely failed. Oh, Lord. No. Son Wukong has a very, very specific look. And he neither looks like a monkey, he doesn't look inspired by a monkey, is not giving any of the visual signifiers that Son Wukong has. His staff that's supposed to grow, a monkey tail. And Son Wukong is actually really very, very, like, Son Wukong actually has a very particular hairstyle, which is supposed to be like a bun that has like ribbons hanging out of it. That is a very clear signifier of Son Wukong. it's something that repeats a lot whenever you find like depictions on him on media. Is this actually supposed to be Sun Wukong? I hope it's not. Because if it is, this is awful as fuck. Christmas 3 looking ass. I hope for the good of this game that this is not Sun Wukong. That looks nasty. That looks nasty. Oh man, grab a loofah. Bitch, grab a loofah. You have mold growing on your shoulders, which is good. I think this is good, actually. This is the Venom skin, right? First appearance in what? I can't read that. First appearance in Thor 2015. Okay. See, the hairstyle detail will have looked really well. I agree. Huh. So this is Eldritch Horror Loki. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that this eye is not on his back. Chad, is it me or do you feel like this eye should be growing straight out of his back? Huh. Huh. Okay. I think as an Eldritch Horde supposed to look skin, it's a little disappointing. Because I feel like if that is the point that we're trying to give, that this is supposed to be Loki corrupted by the Eldritch Lovecraftian horror of Venom's dad, which Venom's dad is hot. I don't know why he's hot, but he's hot as fuck. I feel like there needed to be more than that. Like, you know what I would want? Because if this is supposed to be the symbiote skin, like something that actually happens in the canon, right? I feel like those should be growing out of his body. I don't think this is supposed to be the symbiote skin because it hits that it has a particular reference point, which is for 2016, I think it says. 2016, 2015. I cannot read that. That is way too small. But that's the vibe. I feel like these should be growing out of his skin. You know? If this is supposed to be the symbiote skin, they should be growing out of his skin. He shouldn't have armor. Like, okay, he can have clothes, because why not? It's okay. He can have clothes. Although I'm figuring out, and the more I go along with Loki, I'm figuring out that he just shouldn't have clothes. He looks better when he doesn't have clothes. And to me, this was a missed opportunity to make it a bit more Lovecraftian. To make it a bit more creepy. Just by making his armor actually part of his body. You know, kind of like Venom is supposed to be. Because if this is the symbiote skin, it's kind of failing at that. Oh, hi, Juju. How you doing, sweetheart? How's it going? My main Loki skin. Oh, I mean, it's not bad. Okay, listen, it's not bad. It's giving a... Oh, what's it called? What's that D&D class called? Warlock? It's giving a little Warlock. And I appreciate it for that. I appreciate the giant eye on the cape. And I appreciate the ink vibes. But I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed that the tentacles are not growing out of his skin. You know? Maybe that's just me, though. Maybe that's just me. How do you feel about Lady Loki, by the way, Juju? How do we feel about Lady Loki, guys? Chad? I think it's time for you guys to let it out. I know most of you are gay man, but a good amount of you are also bisexual. So, like, let it out, Chad. Let it out. Let it out. Here, I'll even give you a better view. Let it out, Chad. They cooked. I love it at least. You know, here's what it is. Why I think Lady Loki is better than base Loki. They almost went the Emma route with her boots. Yeah, kind of. Emma does have a problem that she has very samey looks for some fucking reason. Like, Emma has this problem, and we'll get to her when we get to her, if we ever do get to her, actually. But Emma has this problem in which Emma has an extensive closet. Emma has an extensive repertoire of clothes in various different depictions of her, because she's supposed to be a bit of the fashion queen. Like, she's the fashion mogul. The Devil Wears Prada, Cruella de Vil type of shit. So to me, it's so crazy that all they can think about for Emma is a leotard and boots. You know? Like, I gotta take a detour because this is annoying to me. Like, are you telling me? Come on, just get it over with. Get over with. Get over with, you ugly piece of shit. Are you telling me that this is all they can think about? This is the only silhouette that works on Emma? Tailcoats, a leotard, and tie-high boots, and that's it? Like, that's all? Like, is that it? Like, Emma is sexy, don't get me wrong. Emma is sexy, and she is meant to be sexy. I get it. But there's different ways of sexiness other than a leotard and boots, mama. Like, do you know how hot it would be if we had, like, a proper suit for Emma? Like, a suit for Emma? Wouldn't that be so hot? Oh, whatever. This is my fab Emma skin. I mean, I like it. I'll be honest. This is probably the best one that are all the ones that she has, because at least it makes good use. It makes good use of the space that it gives, and it actually commits pretty hard to the leotard fans, the fantasy, you know, because we have windows. We have real estate over here. We have real skin showing right there, and all of the other ones can. The cut of the leotard in itself that looks like doesn't look high enough, to be honest. Like, weirdly enough, this is pretty high, right? This is pretty high for a leotard on a real person. But for Emma, it doesn't feel high enough. Like, she should be showing more, bitch. The coochie should be strangled. It should be strangled by a G-string or something. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know, girl. I don't know, girl. Anyway, this is not about Emma. We were talking about Lady Loki, and I got sidetracked. Let's go back to the real queen. Let's go back to the real queen of this program. I thought we were talking about Adam. I mean, I already talked about Adam, though. I already talked about Adam. Adam is already done. I already talked about him. Actually, I talked about him the last stream, but they came up with a new skin recently, and that skin is garbage. So I got it out of the way. I got it out of the way first. So yeah, I already talked about Adam. So to keep it a little short with Lady Loki, because it's basically Loki plus Ultra. I would say I like the distribution of gold a little better here. Gold is being used as an accent, not as a main color, which makes it look more expensive. The emerald green also looks more vibrant, which is once again more expensive. And the snake pattern is a bit more prevalent. Finally! Thank God! It's prevalent! You know, the one thing that is supposed to be like the most iconic thing about Loki. And we have to wait about until Lady Loki for us to see more of it. Like the gold decorations on the boots being snakes right on her hips. Snakes around her hips, coiling on her arms. Like, this is amazing! Lady Loki's so good. It's straight up just better than base Loki. I'm gonna be honest. Lady Loki's taller, so that does mean that her hitboxes are different too. Really? Is this a pay to lose? Is this a pay to lose? Damn. Oh, shy. Well, you know what? It's okay. I will enjoy losing with this skin anyway. You know? Also, another thing that I like to say, they did what I want base Loki to do, which is, you know, base Loki is the Bane one. It's all about me. But what about me? What about me and what I want? You know? And so, I think that her decorating her hair is very powerful storytelling of the amount of care that she has for her appearance, which is not something that base Loki has. Like, base Loki just looks drabby. He looks like he's wearing an armor that doesn't suit him, you know? So, this is all to say that Lady Loki is the best one. Lady Loki is the best, and if I had the money, I would buy this skin. If I had the money, I would start learning how to play Loki. Because I really like Lady Loki. I honestly hope that we get more skins for her. Even if Lady Loki's not a mainstay, I hope we got more skins for her. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Lady Loki? Do you guys wish Lady Loki would get more skins, actually? Because I feel like there's a true potential to just keep Loki flipping between male and female. Because that's what Loki does. You know? That's what Loki does. And side comment, now that I'm looking at Mantis, right? Side comment, now that I'm looking at Mantis. Now that I'm looking at Mantis, you guys know that meme of like the meme of like it's a guy that came out of trance to his friend, and then at the next page is they look very similar to each other. You know, this is what it is. Like, you know what this is? This is Loki came out as a trans woman to Mantis, and Mantis was like, "Good for you, babe. I support you." And then next page, Loki comes in. Lady Loki appears, and she's like, "Oh my god, estrogen looks so good." And Mantis goes, "Bitch, why do you look like me?" Because Mantis and Lady Loki and Mantis kind of do look like each other. Not in the face department, but just like general vibes. General vibes, they kind of do look similar. I doubt she'll get more skins, but considering how popular she is and the nature of the character, this is the one exception they could get away with. I think so too. I honestly think that they should get away with more Lady Loki skins. Like, I don't think they should do it too often. Actually no, I do think they should do it often. I feel like it should be like a even split 50-50 between male Loki and Lady Loki. Personally. You honestly don't think so? Aww. I mean, I can see why, because I feel like people would probably get angry if Lady Loki gets too much attention. But it will be cool. It will be cool. Anyway, Mantis. So, Mantis in her base form, from what I know about her, because I did watch the Guardians of the Galaxy 1, and she wasn't there in that movie. So I had to read a little bit more about her to understand where she was coming from, because I actually didn't know she even existed before Marvel Rivals. Mantis is a telepath, you know. She has telepathic powers, and she's able to sense people's what's it called? She's able to sense people's emotions, right? That's genuinely her only power. Her only power is her being able to telepathically communicate with other people, and having the power to read people's emotions by touching them. Right? But the thing is, that doesn't really translate up to anything. And for them to solve that problem, they actually pull with a later version of Mantis, because I read a little bit more into like the wiki so that I could find out a bit more about her. And at some point in time, she learns how to fight properly, like with her body. She actually learns like actual martial arts, and she becomes really good at it. And she's actually kind of hard to beat. So I see that. on her character design because she's wearing gauntlets. You know, she's giving monk. If you think about a D&D character, she's giving monk with these gauntlets. And the last part of the puzzle to this character design is the fact that at some point in time she intermingled with a higher level being, and she ended up gaining the power to, just as much as she can talk to people, she can talk to plants. And so, what do you get when you combine martial artists with psychic powers with plants? A D&D druid. This is a druid. This is the most druid to have ever druid, and that will druid. And I would say, for Mantis, I feel like this is okay. Because, you know, it is kind of hard to bring all that aspects of her character together and put it into a video game where she's supposed to be a healer. Because with all her powers and all the things that she does, she shouldn't be a healer. She shouldn't be a healer because she never heals. That's not her power. So they had to extrapolate from all that she is and create a new version of her that can actually heal. Which, what do you know? That is what druids do in Dungeons and Dragons. So she looks like a druid. And I feel like that's great. I don't think it needs any notes. I'm actually a really big fan of this. I will say that it's a little on the basic side, because I feel like it could do with a little bit more foliage, personally. A little bit more foliage. Maybe a couple flowers here and there. Or maybe more brambles going around. Like, the leaf appearance of her skirt and everything, it's like a sleigh, and I appreciate that because they're actually not sleeves. It's not actually leaves. But I don't know. I feel like I want to see more of this bramble thing. I want to see more of it. Well, there is Guardians of the Galaxy too. Like, does she actually heal? Because, like, from what I've read, and I didn't read too much because I didn't have that much time to, like, actually do, like, a full deep dive on Mantis. But as far as I know, she can't heal. Like, that's not her thing. Her thing is being a martial artist and the fact that she can talk to animals, plants, or people with her mind. That's as far as as far as I know and I understand of her. Like, never is it mentioned that she can actually control plants. So, her powers in this game are treated more like, if you ever play D&D, it's treated more as like a bard's inspiration. Like, she's inspiring you. She's telling you good things about yourself so that you feel invigorated to fight. So, I guess that's the way that you can explain her power. But, you know, Mantis just, in concept, she shouldn't have been a healer. But she heals, so it is what it is. At least she's a damage dealer. At least she's a healer that can do damage. She heals through force of will. What the fuck does that even mean? Does that... healing through force of will. Does she just go, "You will not die," and you don't die? Like, does she just go, "Heal, bitch," and then you heal? Like, does she just speak it into existence? Is that what it is? It's speaking into existence? Pure vibes. She just, you know what? You just got shot with a gunshot. You're about to die. You're bleeding out, and you see this manic pixie girl getting close to you. She touches you and she says, "I like your vibes," and then you get healed. Your wounds close. Your blood comes back into your body. I like your vibes. Oh, that's actually really funny. I kind of like that idea. Holy shit. I love that. You know what? I'm living for it. Anyway, I think it's a good Mantis skin for what they had to work with. For what they had to work with, they did great. Combining her martial power with the druid elements to her and making her into a healer. So, this is great. I live. Then we got Jade Maiden. Is it weird to me to think that this looks like Tracer? Is it weird for me to think that this looks like Tracer? Like, I feel like Tracer from Overwatch has the exact same skin somewhere. I mean, J-Maiden is really, it's, you know, leaning harder into the idea of the martial artist just by interpolating a Chinese aspect to it, which is, you know, where Jackie Chan and the idea of a kung fu artist comes from, Tai Chi, you know. So I think it makes perfect sense for her. And oh, bitch, I actually didn't notice this. Oh, I didn't notice this at all. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I actually really do love the fact that the dragon on her leg, it goes up, it like coils around all over her leg, and it continues into the dress. Oh, bitch! Oh, mama, that's budget. Oh, mama, that's budget. Oh, mama, she had money. Oh, she had money. Girl. The dragon piece on her dress extends downward into her leg. Oh, that's peak. Oh, that's peak. Oh, that's drag, mama. That's camp. That's so camp. I love it. It's so ridiculous that it just works. Like, just follow it, Chad. Follow it with your eyes. Look at this. It starts from her shoulder to her back, crosses over her body, goes down to the leg, and it just finishes on the leg. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. I live for this. I like it. Oh, this is the Mantis that I know, actually. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the Mantis that I know. I mean, it's a commemorative cosmetic. Like, I think the problem that I'm having with the movies, like with the movie version of her, and with the movie version of the characters in this game in general, is that they have a different context than what they are in the game. They are different, and so I feel like I'm not able to rank them fairly because I haven't watched the Guardians of the movie Volume 3. I haven't watched that one. I only watched the first one. So I guess it's cool. I guess it makes sense for somebody like her who will, you know, it makes sense for her to have punchy gloves that feel like they're gonna hurt you, I guess. And the spacesuit because it's a uniform. So I guess it makes sense. I would say I like this version of her antlers better. I like this version of her antlers better for some reason. I don't know. It kind of reads a little bit more clean to me. But yeah, I think this is fine. Nothing to complain about. Ooh, galactic wings. So galactic wings. Okay, listen. I like it. I actually really like it. I like it a lot. It gives me Warframe vibes. It gives me Warframe. And I personally like Warframe. I love Warframe a lot. You know? Warframe is one of like it's a game I used to play a lot and I still really enjoy it. It's fun. It's exciting. And I really like the way that Warframe designs like mecha because it feels vaguely biological because I mean that's what it is. That's what Warframes are. Warframes are made out of people. But I would say I'm not sure how to feel about this one because it's supposed to be this design is although it pulls from Warframe a little bit, its main inspiration is Tokusatsu. That's the main inspiration. It's Tokusatsu, Power Rangers, very much like Saturday morning cartoon, you know? It's Tokusatsu. And on the one hand, that makes me like it, but on the other hand, that's just not my aesthetic. Like, this is outside of my aesthetic wheelhouse. I don't go for this type of skins. But for what it is, I think it's really good. You know? I think, if anything, what I wish is that it will commit to looking a little bit more plastic, you know? Because, you know, the thing about tokusatsu is that they are kind of like this level of ridiculousness when it comes to costuming that it's meant to be a plastic toy. And if that is the inspo, I wish they would have let her look a little bit like she's a toy, you know, made out of plastic type of thing. But I don't mind it. I think it's cute. I think I like it. I think it's cute, fun. Yeah. Kamen Rider. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kamen Rider. Yeah, Kamen Rider. I remember now. I know about anime. Oh my god, Renan, you have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Like, it's really good. Is the really good thing that Marvel has made since Endgame. I mean, we'll have to watch the second one, right? The purple stuff is the purple stuff is from looking like a familiar Kamen Rider. I guess it does, yeah. I don't know. I think it's good enough, though. I feel like it's good enough. I like it enough. I think she's supposed to have another skin, but it's not here. Oh, it's the beach skin. Oh, I can't be bothered. Chad, I can't be bothered to look up the skin. Oh, Mama Rivals, why are you so bad at keeping your catalog? God damn it. He's missing the beach skin. I gotta head out. I gotta head out for the night, waking up early tomorrow. Okay, no worries. Thank you so much for coming, Lev. I appreciate you. Have a good time tomorrow. Listen, Chad, I can't be bothered to put up the beach skin. What I can tell you is that for what it is, which is fan service, it's a 10 out of 10. I really like the way that they incorporated Mantis like flower motif into like the swimsuit. I'll just put you a picture. Hold on. I'll look up a picture. I hate you, Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, you deserve to perish. Oh, I don't even have it here. Oh, bitch. Hold on. And this. Where are you? You know what? This is as good as it's gonna get. This is as good as it's gonna get. So yeah. I really like the way that they incorporated the leaf motifs into like a pretty readable and kind of expensive looking swimsuit. But I will say that the skirt reads a little bit like it's a banana. It reads a little bit banana-y, which I think it's supposed to be the point. It does read a little banana, but I like it. They made her look expensive, and for what the type of fan service is, I don't mind it. It's cute. Finally, we have Flora Maiden. And Flora Maiden is my personal favorite because not only does it speak to my personal love for flowers and the type of aesthetics that I love. I love this kind of shit. But it's making a very particular reference that I don't think that many people get. And it's because it's not that obvious, because it doesn't look like that flower. But Flora Maiden, oh my god, I just realized. Child, hang on. Hello? Wait, hold on. Am I crazy? Oh my god, I just realized she has creatures living inside of her. Oh my god, I just realized that she has eyes blinker on her body. Oh god, that's creepy. She has little fairies living inside of her. She got so many people inside of her, Jesus. Do you guys see? Are they blinking? Is it just me? No, it can't be. They are blinking. Oh, that made this skin like 10 times cooler. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, this. Oh, I love this skin even more now. Fuck. That's good. That's a really good detail. Okay, so. Aside from all the things that I have already discussed, right? The reference, I think it's pretty much meant to be, supposed to be a reference to like the orchid mantis. The orchid mantis is a type of mantis that looks and cosplays itself like an orchid. And there is actually the opposite too. You know? There's actually the opposite. Which there is an actual flower that looks like a mantis. So I think this is actually the opposite. There's supposed to be a flower. There's supposed to be a flower that looks and feels like a mantis. And I like it because of that reference. That is just like a freaky thing of nature. There is an animal that looks like a flower. And there's a flower that resembles that animal. It's so funny. And I like it a lot. It's a little bit of clever character design bit to pull from, you know? She got Bibi from Final Fantasy inside of her. Oh my god, it is Bibi. It is Bibi. Oh, I live though. That's actually really cool. He made it 10 times creepier, and I love it for it. Ooh. And also, I love the little idea that they did with like pretend shoes, like pretending that these are shoes, but they're actually just part of her body. Just petals sprouting from her ankles. I live. This is a really good skin. But yeah, what do you guys think about Mantis, by the way? What is your favorite Mantis skin of all the ones we talked about? Sorry for skipping it. Sorry for skipping that part. What is your favorite Mantis skin? Like I said, I don't have the bitch one is not here for some fucking reason that I don't understand. But what do you guys feel? This one is my favorite just because of that reference to nature. I don't know. Some people might like this one better. I don't know why you would like that one better, but you might like it better. Oh. I will say though, her hair is so much better here. I love her hair. Ah, so pretty. She got that Pantene sponsorship. All right, Mr. Rocket Raccoon. Mr. Rocket Raccoon. I'll be honest. I'm not really sure how to feel about Rocket Raccoon. Because the thing about Rocket Raccoon is that as a character design, Rocket Raccoon is supposed to be scrappy, right? Like, Rocket Raccoon is supposed to be scrappy, ingenious. He's an engineer. He knows a lot about technology, and he makes a lot of stuff, and he knows how to get into stuff, just like a proper raccoon, right? So like, I guess I get a little bit of the engineering part of it, but I'm not really getting the scrappy part. Like, I can get the crazy, over the top, kinda stupid, kinda not, kinda reckless part just by his character design, like the fact that he's a raccoon, the fact that he has his hair on a mohawk, his eyes are red, kinda crazy with power. I wish his clothes were the same though. I wish they were a little bit more worn out, you know? I don't know. There's just something about it that I'm not completely convinced. I'm not completely convinced that the character Rocket Raccoon that I hear in the game playing is the same as the one that I'm looking at right now. I don't know. Something like got lost in translation. But I will say, I really do love the spikes. I think the spikes are a very punk addition to it, given that feel of DIY to it. So that does compensate quite a bit, in my opinion. It does compensate quite a bit. Is it big? It's big. Is that one because of the male mod for Flora? I know what you're talking about. I don't have one downloaded yet because I don't play Mantis that much. I don't play Mantis that much, so unfortunate. God, he has a lot of skins. Jesus. Lot of skin. He actually washes his clothes. I mean, that makes sense because raccoons themselves are very clean. Like, people think that raccoons are dirty because they like to like scavenge on the trash. But raccoons are actually very clean. They clean their food. Have you guys ever seen that video where it's a raccoon washing cotton candy, and the cotton candy disappears, and the raccoon is so confused. That is the cutest thing ever. And I kind of want to see a comic now. You know what? Artists who like Marvel Rivals, get to it. I want to see a comic where Rocket Raccoon washes his cotton candy, and instead of being like disappointed or sad, he gets angry and he starts shooting the water for stealing his cotton candy. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want that. I mean, I guess if he's supposed to be like really clean, I guess that kind of makes sense. And then we are communicating his punk rock personality and his sense for DIY by adding the spikes and the chain. You know what? I think I like it. I think I like it more now. Having that context that he's supposed to be really clean, I think I like it better. And honestly, that gives me even more reason to like this bounty hunter. Not only because I love the howdy partner. I love the howdy partner. I love a southern moment. But then if he's supposed to be a clean person, somebody who likes to look spiffy, this kid makes a lot of sense, IMO. This kid makes a lot of sense. And also, he still looks like an engineer. He still looks like an inventor. There's a very real like steampunk feel to it. And I kind of wish they stuck with steampunk in a way. Like, imagine if instead of fire, it was like vapor propulsing him upwards. I feel like that would be cool for the vapor theme. But it's cute. Oh. Wait, I just noticed something. Ah, that makes me angry. Why does he have bullets on his... Okay. Can we abolish something? This is a problem that League of Legends has to, which is like High Noon with the High Noon skill line. Can we abolish just putting random bullets everywhere? Like, is that something that we can abolish? Cause I don't know that you need to have like bullets on your gloves, my dear. I don't know that that's a thing that needs to happen. Like, sure, well, bullets on your belt, fine, we can get that. But on the gloves, it looks tacky as fuck. But it's good enough. I like it. Rocket of the Rafters. What the fuck is this? I never seen this skin. Okay, Chad, but why? But hear me out. Okay, hello. Wait, actually, kind of. Why am I feeling things? I'm feeling things. Things are being felt right now. I'm going through something. Oh shit. You know what, Chad? There is a saying that people, there is a scientific fact that you can fit 2 raccoons up your ass. And I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you. I don't know what the context of this skin is. Is this meant to read like he's supposed to be a rogue? Because like he has gem appraisal goggles. Oh, he's a thief. Okay, it makes a lot of sense actually. Oh, that actually makes the goggles even better. The fact that he has gem appraisal goggles. The fact that he has gem appraisal goggles makes a lot better for a thief skin. You know, he's always appraising. He's always looking at the booty and making sure that it is good enough to sell. You know, I actually really like this skin. Not gonna lie. Feelings aside, I like this idea for a rogue character. A rogue character who's also kind of like a jeweler gem appraiser thing. And just the fact that he had the reason why I feel something, and I feel like this is intentional, is because he has the charming side of a rogue. There's just something about this character design that he reads like a charmer. He reads so much like a silver tongue rogue character type. A bad boy who's gonna like, you know, take you out for a spin and steal your wallet. You know? I like it. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. Symbiote raccoon. See, I like this a lot better than the Loki one. I like it a lot better than the Loki one because this does read like he feels with venom. This does read like it is his body. Like the jackpots are part of his body. They're mouths. His collar is a gaping mouth where his head comes from. It's very much Eldritch horror, and I love that. Like this is what I want from the Loki skin. I like when the symbiote skins get out of the way to kind of like play with that horror element of like you're taking somebody and altering their biology. You know? The symbiote skins it had a lot of opportunities for the Loki one. Oh, that tail looks nasty. Oh, that looks nasty. Oh, I love it. It looks nasty as fuck. I kinda live. Wear Gambit, Pickpocket, and Cloak and Dagger for the team. Isn't Cloak and Dagger also getting a skin that is supposed to be like a thief too? I remember seeing that on the gram, and by the gram I mean Twitter. I barely remember seeing that. I like this. 10 out of 10. Oh god, he looks ugly here. Oh god, that looks awful. Oh god, what did they do to you? What happened to your face? Hello? Oh god. Oh god, wait. Ew! Ew! They gave him human eyes. That's why he looks so bad. Ugh! That's gross. God, no. No! This is giving Zootopia. It's giving Zootopia. It's giving... You know what it's giving? This is the male version of animals in Barbie movies where they look jazzified. This is the male version of that. What the fuck happened to his face? Why are his eyes so small? Why doesn't he look like an animal? He looks like a human with a nozzle. Hello? God, this is bad. God, I don't want to keep looking at this anymore. This is a 0. This is so bad. Oh, Lord. No. Once again, why are you giving him human eyes? Oh, they look better here. Why? Why do they look better here? Are his eyes smaller on this version? A little bit. I think his eyes are smaller. I think on the Guardians of the Galaxy skins, his eyes are actually smaller. And that's why it looks so weird. I mean, I still don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I still hate the fact that he has normal eyes. I prefer it when his eyes are a little crazed, you know. But this is not bad. You know what? He kind of keeping it a little clean. He kind of look clean. He kind of look a little stylish. And I love the little friend. Oh, I love his little friend. Is that a frog? Oh no, that's a turtle. Wait, is that a turtle? Is it a turtle? Because that is like a shell-less turtle. That turtle doesn't have a shell. What happened to his shell? What did you do to him, raccoon? Oh, Lord. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this one. I'm glad that even though the beach skins are supposed to be fan service, they kind of kept him a little bit more scrappy. Like, they spared me, and it spared me the shame to admit that I'm a furry sometimes, maybe, depending on the day. And so they didn't do something too nasty with it. So I appreciate it. I like it. I think it's a fun skin for Rocket. It's very different from what he has on his catalog. It's a lot more wholesome and a lot less cool and more just corny. Embracing the corniness that Marvel Rival has as a video game. I like it. What is your favorite Rocket skin though, Chad? I don't have any of them because I don't play Rocket. But what is your favorite Rocket skin? And why is it the teeth one? And why are you also attracted to Rocket Raccoon? I'm just saying, I don't make the rules, you know? I don't make the rules. But like, why are you also attracted to Rocket Raccoon? That creature is called Amazing Baby. Is that a baby? Is it meant to be a baby? Is it meant to be? What? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna question that anymore. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. So Ultron. Ultron is a robot. That's it. Ultron is a robot. And it's an evil robot. He's an evil robot. Because he has red. And he's spiky. Although, he should be more spiky. Because that doesn't really read that aggressive. Like, he has the spiky nails, I guess. I guess that's meant to communicate the aggressiveness of this and the fact that his helmet is also kind of spiky. But actually, he kind of needs to be more spiky. He needs to be more. There needs to be more sharpness to him. I feel like he looks a little bit too sleek for somebody who's meant to be evil. Because he's an evil robot. Is the reason why he has a skull on his face. I don't know. I don't really feel that much about Ultron. Ultron the Kraken. I guess he does. Oh, the Karen. I thought you said the Kraken. Oh, I thought you said the Kraken for some reason. I was like, oh, you know what? He does kind of look a little bit Kraken-y, but no. I don't know. It's kind of like a little bit of a missed opportunity because there's really not that much for me to critique here, per se, because this is not my area of expertise. Like, my area of expertise when it comes to character design is like human characters, or if they're not human, they sort of behave like a human per se. Like, this is a lot closer to like mecha and robot design, and I am not good at that. That is not my area of expertise, and in a very real sense, this is also creature design, and I am not good at it. I haven't tried. Let's put it that way. I am not good at it because I haven't tried. And because I have no interest in learning how to drive robots. I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm not driving mecha. So I say this is a good design, like a mix from the Avengers movie and the comics design. I guess you are right. If that's the purpose of it, I guess you are right. But again, part of my heart to communicate, like, listen, he looks evil because he's all black all over. Like, it's a chrome black, and he has red, a fire engine red coming out of his lights. He has the R on the RGB spectrum. But I just kind of want him to be a bit more sharp. I want him to look more dangerous. Because this doesn't really read dangerous to me, you know? Like, it doesn't read like danger. I also like the darker steel they chose for her design. That is true. Wasteland robot. So as far as I understand this skin is supposed to be that this is Ultron that put himself back together from scraps from other robots. That's as far as I understand it. This is Ultron putting himself back together from scraps from other robots. And if that's the case, I feel like there's a missed opportunity here. They did it with his arm. They kind of did it with his arm. Made him asymmetrical. But what about the feet? What about the feet? I feel like the feet should have been more asymmetrical too. Just like, actually make it look like he's made out of multiple robots, not just one type of model, you know? Because what this reads to me is that, yes, this may be cobbled from different robot parts, but it reads like, okay, he actually went out of his way to look for robots that are similar to him. And I feel like they could have done a little bit more to just be like, you know, a little bit different, a little bit more scrappy. Like, he genuinely didn't have to fight for the resources because he just built it with what he got, you know? And also, I want more mangled cables. Or mangled cables. Why are the cables just like flopping around because he hasn't quite connected them yet? Anyway. Extron. Can somebody explain the lore behind this one? Because this one is kind of just like Ultron but worse. This one is just kind of like Ultron, but like if he had the eye of Agamotto. Like this reads like Ultron but Doctor Strange. You know? I don't really know about this one. I don't feel good about this one. I mean, I guess from what I know, Ultron is Vision and Vision is Ultron. Is this their way to communicate Vision? Is this him fusing with Vision and that's the reason why he's red? Why he looks a bit more like a superhero? I mean, this is a Marvel Rivals original, so I don't know. Because like when I first saw this skin, I thought this was supposed to be like a reference to Vision, but that doesn't seem to be the case. This is where Ultron took over the world after taking over Cerebro. The Vision lore is just from the MCU. It's way different in the comics. Ah, okay. I don't know. It kinda... My problem with this one is from what I understand it then. From what I'm understanding, Extron is supposed to be like an upgraded version of Ultron. But why does he look more clunky then? He doesn't look as sleek as the base version of Ultron. If anything, this looks like a downgrade. This looks like it's not nearly high enough tech. So, If that is the purpose, is this supposed to be Ultron Pro Max Ultra? I think it fails. I think it fails heavily. You know, it fails. I don't know. I don't like it. And this is just Ultron again. Infinity Ultron. Marvel Rivals Comics, what if? So is this Ultron if he got like the Infinity Stones? Is this what I'm understanding? Now this is Vision. Oh right, it is Vision. Oh shit, it is Vision. I see him. I see it right there. I see my boy right there. Oh my god, it is Vision. Why are they so obsessed with giving him a cape? Why are they so obsessed with giving him a cape? Why does he need a cape? Stop giving him capes. I don't think he looks good on it. No capes. Ever. He doesn't look good with a cape. I need to see the difference between this and this. You know what it is for me? You know what it is for me? I don't like that they make him more bulky. I think that's my problem. I think they make him a little bit too bulky. And I don't like that for him. Because bulky doesn't read sleekness. Bulky reads clunky. Bulky reads physically strong. Which is not to say that Ultron is not strong. But it has a different connotation than sleekness. You know? And it also makes him look a bit more like a toy rather than an actual robot. And that's a problem. Because I don't think that's what they're going for. I don't think they're going for Ultron reading like he was made out of Legos. You know? See, season 2 was Ultron fused with Cerebro with S-Gen, which is like X or Extron. Also, Vision model is actually under Ultron model in this skin. I mean, I see it. It's right there. I see Vision right there. This Ultron's got Vision's body in with the Infinity Stone. You know what? This reads a little because Vision is right there. The regular Vision is just a robot. This one is like artificially made human with vibranium body armor, which is why it's thicker. Oh, so this is... Oh. So this is Vision as possessed by Ultron. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I guess if we're going with that aspect, I like it. Because like, if this is like Ultron modified Vision's body to suit his purposes... Yeah, I'm kind of fucky. I'm kind of fucking with it. You know? I'm fucking with it. I like it. I like it then. Is that his ass? No, that's not his ass. I thought I could see Vision's ass right there. I mean, I fuck with it a little bit more then. If that's the vibe. This is like the ultimate Ultron scene. I almost screwed up the entire multiverse. Girl! When is the multiverse not in danger? You know? Like, when is the ultimate not in danger, girl? It's like every Saturday, every Friday at 3 p.m., the multiverse is about to end. So, like, it's kind of hard for me to take him seriously like that. But, you know, I like it. I like this skin well enough. From the contest that I've been given by chat, I think this is a well enough skin. It's still not my favorite over the base one, but I like it enough. I like it enough. And with that, chat, well, let me just get this out of the way because it's making me... I have anything? How is this? Store. Ooh. Ooh. I don't have any money to buy anything, but like, I'm window shopping. What's this? Anivia, is that you? Anivia, is that you? Is that Anivia?
You are nothing!
Oh, they actually turn it into an ice thing. Oh! Love the commitment to the fantasy. Love the commitment to Ice Phoenix. I kind of live for that. The purple too, as a way to ease into the fire. Oh, I live. I live. I think this might be her best skin. I like the contrast between the orange and the blue. That Warlow skin is goated. You're lying to yourself. Listen. Listen. You're experiencing the same syndrome as You're experiencing the same syndrome as Luna Snow mains did back when her first legendary skin came out. Mama, this is horseshit. This is not good. Like, you're lying to yourself because this is the only legendary skin you have. But this is not good at all. It's not good. And I'm sorry to be the one to break the news. I'm sorry to break the news to you that this is not good, girly. This is not good. This is not good. Anyway. Chat, we finished. Fucking finally. We finished with the Marvel Rivals fashion review for the strategist. I'm not really sure if I'll continue doing it. Primarily because, you know, I am changing direction in the channel. On next week, I'll start with doing more Pokemon stuff because that's gonna be my niche. I'm gonna be working on Pokemon stuff a bit more. And I feel like these streams take too long. You know, they take a little bit too long for how many characters there are. You know? Like, there's so many fucking characters in this game. And it's only been out for 1 year. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that in 1 year, this game has surpassed Overwatch in character releases? You know? Isn't it crazy that, yo? It's kind of crazy. It's just way too many characters. And I feel like I feel like I would take so long to actually do them all. So it feels like it's been around 3 years. I know, right? But it's only been 1. And the roster is just gonna keep expanding. And most of them are gonna be DPSs. You know what's so funny about Deadpool? You know what I find hilarious about the fact that, like, they're marketing Deadpool by changing him around in different classes. And I find so funny that it's all of that. It's gonna be all that hoopla only for him to be a DPS. Only for him to be a DPS. Oh, you don't know? Okay. So, Cronin. Ever since they revealed Deadpool, he was added to the hero gallery, but he was added first as a duelist. Then the game was updated, and he was no longer in the duelist class. He was in the Vanguard class. He was with the tanks. And then in the most recent update, they switched him to be a strategist, a healer. So we don't know what class he is. We don't know if this is supposed to be like some type of teaser about what he's going to do. But I have a feeling that it's gonna be all of that promotion and all of that hoopla only for him to be a duelist. And nobody cared. What the fuck is this? Wait, what? Hold on. Chat, before I go. You guys have to see this. I have to see this. And so do you. I had to see this and so do you, bitch. I have to see this monstrosity. This fucking Ninja Turtle ass design. It's so ugly. It's kind of ugly that it comes back around. It kind of looks cunty. I love... You know what? I kind of live for the knife gun. I kind of live for the knife gun. That is an invention that... Why has nobody thought about that? Why has nobody thought about... Why has nobody thought about making a gun that shoots out knives? Why has nobody thought about that? That is a novel idea. Anyway, chat. As I said, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna continue with Marvel Rivals. Because even though the streams do fairly well, you know, the rocket that will stab you in your sleep. You say that as if normal rocket wouldn't stab me. You say that as if like the normal rocket that we have right now wouldn't stab me in my sleep. He still would. But anyway, even though the Marvel Rivals streams like this, they still do good. They go just about as good as my normal fashion review streams. I appreciate if you keep doing these streams. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing the fashion review streams. Don't get me wrong. The fashion review streams are here to stay. Don't you worry your little head about that. It's more so specifically about Marvel Rivals. You know? I'm not really sure if I'm gonna continue with Marvel Rivals. Because Marvel Rivals has such a huge cast. And I'm gonna take forever. I'm gonna take forever with the fucking DPS role. If I keep doing it the way that I do it. I mean, I'll think about it, right? I'll think about it. I think about it, okay? I'll think about it, Chad. I promise I'll think about it. I don't know if I will. Because, like, if I am going to, for the DPS class, which is triple the size of the strategist class, I'm gonna have to, like, not talk about the skins at all. I'm gonna have to not talk about the skins at all for me to do it, like, feasibly in 3 streams. It's impossible for me to do it in 2, but I feel like 3 is probably, like, more achievable, I guess. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. I really do appreciate you. I had a lot of fun talking about Marvel Rivals. I play it a lot. It's my new League of Legends. You know, Marvel Rivals is my new League of Legends. I traded cocaine for meth. I traded one addiction to another, but I'm okay with it. I had a lot more fun. I have a lot more fun playing Marvel Rivals than I do playing League of Legends. So I think it's a bit healthier. It's a bit healthier, you know. To be fair, LOL is way worse. It is, but I still have sunk cost fallacy because I spent so much money on League of Legends. Like, the way that I would end world hunger if I spent the money that I spend on League of Legends into, like, my education, the way I would have solved world hunger, the way that nobody would fight anymore, the way that we would live in times of peace, because I spent so much money on League of Legends. So much money. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you being here with me, having fun, and, you know, just enjoying listening to my rambles. I appreciate you so much for that. But anyway, I gotta go. Hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night, and remember, the Cherry Von Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. Mwah! Take care, toodles. Love you. Bye.